Afternoon, friends. Ash here, WAT News, with some news and election updates. It's it's January the 10th, 2021. My head's swimming today, guys. So I was looking into more about the Italy story, and I came across a gentleman named Cesare Sacchetti, who is a journalist, I believe, from Italy, who's been covering the Italy Gate story, right? The story about that I just posted about, which is the hearings taking place where an IT worker from a company, right, is now involved in some big problems over there. There's been some hacking. He's been accused of hacking and planting viruses, and also with the U.S. election, right, with votes being changed over in Italy, in Rome. Now, this gentleman, when I went to his Twitter, he has this video up that says it's not Kabul, it's Washington, D.C. The city looks completely militarized. Several sources are saying that Trump signed the Insurrection Act. This scenario seems consistent with that. So I don't know if this is true. I haven't heard it anywhere else. I heard some rumblings, and we'll go look into it. But let's just watch the video, and we'll see if you see anything that looks... I don't know D.C. that well, but... you know, if anyone can confirm it, we'll see. I just want to play it. It's only 12 seconds. It looks like there's a lot of troops around, so let's play it. I mean, I don't know where this is. There's a lot of troops, though. Whoever, it looks like they're getting ready to go in buses. So this is the video one more time. I'm trying to look over here to see if I see anything like the Washington Monument or... Alright, so we don't know, right? It could be this is true, and it could not true, right? So I'm just reporting it because I saw it on his site. This was 22 minutes ago. I tried to find anything else about it, if any, there was anything breaking on even just a weird site. And I did see this, but then it doesn't load. So, yeah. So could it be going down? I don't know. Maybe. We're going to have to wait and see. That wasn't the only thing I was wanted to report on, but I just wanted to start with that. This was something else. Sorry, I was a possible dig about the finders. Some FBI documents came out, and I was looking into that. And I was looking into another thing about the finders. Right. So, getting back to what I was talking about, sorry. I found this article in the BL when I was also looking for more information about Italy. And it says Senator Feinstein's husband owns 60% of the firm involved in the electronic fraud in Michigan. Which I thought was interesting, and what would be a nationwide election fraud unprecedented in American history. Democratic Senator Dianne Feinstein's husband, Richard Bloom, is implicated. Bloom owns a large part of the Dominion Ballot Counting Systems Company, which is linked to electronic voter fraud in the United States, the Gateway pundit said November 8th. So, the company also runs the application used to count votes in Michigan, where thousands of votes were passed from President Trump, the Democrat presidential candidate Joe Biden. So that's interesting. This was the article I wanted to look at. One of my listeners who lives in Italy, she told me to go check out thebl.com, and it seems like a great site, so thank you for that. And this is Italy used military-grade cyber warfare to divert votes from President Trump to Biden. A shocking statement under oath by the former head of the Information Technology Department of Italian aerospace company Leonardo Spa confirmed his involvement in the massive electoral fraud, which would make the wrong candidate president of the United States. On November 4th, 2020, under the instruction and direction of U.S. personnel working out of the U.S. Embassy in Rome, D'Elia conducted the operation that changed the November 3rd, 2020 U.S. election data from a significant margin victory for Donald Trump to Joe Biden in several states where Joe Biden was losing the total vote. The document, quoted by the alternative media outlet Bucalupo on January 7, said in part, Arturo D'Elia accepted the accusations made against him in Naples, Italy for, quote, data manipulation and implantation of viruses in the main computers of Leonardo Spa, unquote, according to the document signed by the lawyer Alfio D'Urso, and disseminated by the journalist Lara Logan in a tweet on January 7th. Many questions about what is happening in Italy. Lara Logan: the accused is not only willing to explain the facts but also to help in the investigation, but said he will do so when he has the necessary protection for himself and his family. As a precautionary measure, he deposited a backup copy of the original data and the changed data in an undisclosed location in case they are required by a court of law. And of course, that's also known as a dead man switch, right? So if he gets whacked by somebody, by anybody, that information is going to be released to somebody. The defendant had apparently been making statements. He has a backup. The defendant has apparently been making statements since December the 5th, and not only cheated with Biden's data, but also hacked into and stole secret information from 94 other computers owned by Leonardo, according to Glock Talk on January 7th. So he got a lot of data out of there. The Italians had been watching this official. This is the part that raised my eyebrows. The Italians had been watching this official for some time and had been gathering evidence against him since 2017, before he was arrested. That means that if he was doing something to affect the election in 2020, whenever that started, these people knew about it, right? Unless it started previous to 2017 in some other location. So these people might have had a lot of data in leading up to the 2020 election when it's alleged that they put this conspiracy into place, right, with these people. Now the question's going to be, who's going to be on the other end of the phone if there's a CIA agent in Rome, in the embassy, and these people, who's on the other end of the phone that they're talking to, right? That's what we want to know. Italian police said on December the 5th that at least 10 gigabytes of confidential data was stolen from Leonardo between 2015 and 17. So this has been going on for like 5 years, this case, through a malware installed on targeted machines. Reuters reported on December the 22nd without referring to the scandalous election fraud. Of course, they left this whole other part of the story out. All they reported was that this guy had, targeted malware and did a hack, but they left out the big part of the story. The Italian defense company Leonardo is the 11th largest in the world, and it is striking that Delia has carried out such an important operation without the Italian government being aware of it. Or maybe they were, right? Maybe they were. We don't know that yet. Who made them aware? Maybe it was our side that made them aware of it, right? We don't know. Attorney Sidney Powell had reported that the Dominion voting system machines used to count the votes in the presidential election had sent the results illegally to a server located in Frankfurt to alter them by increasing Biden's votes and decreasing those of President Trump. As reported on January 6, former CIA senior officer Bradley Johnson stated in an interview that the confiscated servers in Frankfurt, Germany, depended on the embassy in Rome, according to Italian journalist Cesar Sacchetti. That's how I got involved with Sacchetti, because that's where I heard his name and I looked into his stuff, and that's how I got to his Twitter with that thing about the possible Washington troops. So take it with a grain of salt, but this guy's been reporting on this for a while. He also said that on the night of November 3rd, a man from the U.S. State Department directly involved in the fraud was also at the embassy and under the surveillance of the Italian police. So the night of, he attached a photo of the man in the video. In this scenario, the subversive powers infiltrated the U.S. government and the deep state had planned a coup d'etat against their commander-in-chief, unquote, said Sacchetti. So that's a great article with some interesting info, a little bit more background, right? This had been going on for some time. This investigation was maybe going on, and maybe what happened was while they were watching this guy, they said, holy cow, this guy is now trying to mess and delve into the U.S. election. How did this, so it turned out, started to be that this was a hack and a guy that was inside of a company that was, a government-owned company as well, that the Italian government partially owns this company. So with that, friends, I just wanted to make that video. Stay frosty. I can't confirm that the troops are in Washington yet or the Insurrection Act, but just, keep your eyes peeled, and if I can confirm it, I'll come back and I'll report on that. But it appears from that video that there's some troops in Washington D.C. right now. So with that, friends, the helicopter coming over me, I'll let you go. This is Ash, WAT News, signing off for right now.